Greetings, everybody. Welcome to the podcast, another episode of the Devin Perception. I believe this will be episode 10. Yeah, because I got all fucked up. I fucking recorded one and I didn't save anything. I just fucked the whole episode up. But yeah, this will be episode 10. So thank you for coming back, guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little stony baloney right now, so excuse my spaciness and my grin, you know. That's why I'm ear to ear right now. I'm just so happy to be here with y'all, you know, be alive. So let's start the podcast off just how I start every other podcast off. If you haven't, go check out fucking Fernando Montes. He was on episode 3 and he was with us on episode 9, the last episode that we did. So if you haven't checked those episodes out, go check them out because we talk about a lot of just some interesting bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Just two friends, you know, talking about bullshit, how it always is. But he's got his own little business going. He's a barber. So if you need a fucking haircut, go check him out. You can find him or you could book your appointment at nandothebarber1.booksy.com. That's nandothebarber1.booksy.com. Take care of all you need a lineup, you need a taper, you need a fade. Go hit that nigga up. Also, shout out to Gregory Brooks. He's got his own, which I just became a part of today. So it's called Growing Love. You can find both of our content on there. It's basically, it'll be a business eventually is what he's telling me. So it'll be its own LLC. And so yeah, become part of our I don't know I was talking to him about it. It's not a movement or anything. It's more like a business. So become part of our family, you know what I'm saying? Growing Love. And you can find that on YouTube. You can find that on Facebook. But Greg, personally, he's got skits. He's got podcasts. He's got dancing videos. He's got music. He's putting out all kinds of content. So go follow him on his journey. Watch him grow and become a better artist. Because it's there. He's got it, you know what I'm saying? And he's got the consistency. So go check him out. Also, shout out to Kamar Swain for providing the beat. If this is your first episode, it'll come on in just a minute. But if this is... what am I talking about? No. So yeah, he provided the beat. If you like the beat, if you're returning and you've already heard the beat or whatever, you can find him at Martian Powers on YouTube, Instagram, all that stuff. So if you like what you hear, if this is your first episode, if you like what you hear, go check out his other stuff. He also sells beats, you know what I'm saying? He's a good producer. Shout out to Aaliyah, my wife, who is not here right now, but she's at work, and I hope you're having a great day, babe. I love you. Couldn't do this life thing without you, babe. So, and last but not least, shout out to all of you who are watching, who came back, or if you decided to click on the video. I really appreciate all the support that I've been getting, you know, especially from Greg. Greg's been showing mad support for my stuff. But if you're Greg, I'm not just Greg. There's also Ann, who was on episode 11. See, I got my episodes all fucked up. So I did episode 11 yesterday. But Ann and Steven, they show mad love for the podcast. So if you're a person who also shows a lot of love, like you watch every episode, you watch the whole thing, I really appreciate it. I can't tell, like in my in the stats that it gives me, it doesn't tell me who watches all of it or whatnot. I just get averages. So if you are a person who shows a lot of support for this podcast, I really appreciate you, and it doesn't go unnoticed. Thank you so much. And if this is your first one, I hope you enjoy the rest of the podcast. Let's get this shit cracking. get this shit cracking like the guns off safety. Yeah.
Martian power.
Oi. Fuck you doing, mates? Huh? You having a good week? It's fucking... Today's Monday, so... Welcome to another episode, guys. I'm so glad you came back. It's Monday. It's Monday night. I go to work tomorrow, so I'm knocking this one out before I go to bed tonight, so... How y'all been, you know? How have y'all's weeks been? Anything interesting happen? I know a couple interesting things happened to me, you know. It was a really hectic week, actually. Like, work-wise. It was so hectic because here in my state, it was fucking spring break. So a lot of people left because this isn't a town that a lot of people want to live in, you know. It's more like, not people live here, you know what I'm saying? That's not the right words. But people don't want to vacation here. There's nothing to do. So a lot of people leave. But the person who does like the ordering for like the products that I put out, we switched this week or last week. So I had a new person that wasn't doing the ordering from before. It was their first week. And they ordered like it was normal. And it was okay at first. Like, I was putting all the products out and finding places in the back, but nobody was buying anything. So they kept ordering like normal. And it just kept piling up because it wasn't moving off the shelf. They were sending more product faster than people were taking the product that's already been sent. So I was running out of room on the shelf and in the back room. It was just getting so hectic. It was such a stressful week, actually, because it's like putting a puzzle together all day, and and then also like I've been trying to edit that episode with Fernando, episode 9, and it's my first time editing video and audio, so I'm trying to learn how to do this bullshit. No, not bullshit, but I'm trying to learn how to do this, and it just gets frustrating. You know, now it's way easier. Like I did episode 11 yesterday, and it only took me probably 20 minutes to edit it this morning. And it was pretty easy. It sucks because I fucking forgot to turn the mics on, you know. So, and I'm really sorry. We can get you in for another podcast, and we'll make sure we I need to make sure, like, I do mic checks. Like, start off with a mic check. Before I do anything else, do a mic check. I don't know why I start, like, I know it's working. Well, technically, like, I did the intro before she got here, and then whenever I play the music, I usually turn the mic off. So you don't hear anything but the music. I need to quit doing that shit, because sometimes I forget to turn it back on. But trying to edit that episode, it felt like I was in a loop. Like I just kept hitting roadblocks and roadblocks. It took me dead ass 7 days because I didn't get it uploaded till yesterday. So, I mean, I didn't work on it every day, all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? But I would put some hours in trying to figure that shit out. And time goes by so fast whenever I'm doing this podcast shit. Like, I think one night I started working on it at like 9, and then I finished at like 1. And I was like, oh shit, I really need to go to sleep. What am I doing? Why'd I do this? It just happened though. I just got so into it, I didn't want to stop. It was fun, so, you know. But what else has been going on? I mean, so what happened today, you know what I'm saying? This doesn't correspond with episode 9 to episode 11, but today, Nipsey Hussle died. Or was it yesterday? It was either today or yesterday. And that nigga got shot. That's so crazy, man. And it just doesn't add up in my head, because he got shot in his city, in his hood, at his place of business. You know, and he's been famous for a while. So it wasn't just some rival gang coming up and blasting this nigga, which is what they'll try and pass it off as, I'm sure, is just gang violence, which doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't understand. It seems like something's afoot here. And I think, I wouldn't be surprised. I really think it was a hit put out on him, because you hear what he was doing with he was trying to do a documentary on Dr. Sabae, I think. It's Sabae. And sorry I keep, like, looking down. I have my phone here. And my phone, you know what I'm saying? So it's weird to look at a camera instead of, like, look at yourself, you know? But he's trying to do a documentary with Dr. Sabae, and apparently Dr. Sabae had figured out how to cure a lot of illnesses like AIDS. I didn't read all the way into it, but AIDS was like one of the main ones. And just through eating herbs and natural things, he figured this out. And he was murdered. And apparently Nipsey Hussle got shot like a day or two before him and Jay-Z were supposed to meet with the NYPD to go talk about ending gang violence or whatever, ending the wars in the streets, you know? So, and it could have been like a personal thing. It could have been one of his close people. It could have been something that didn't happen. I don't know. Like, I'm not going to say I know it was this or that, but I'm just saying, as of right now, I wouldn't be surprised if something was afoot, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like what's going on with Cardi B. At first, like, whenever that shit came out, it felt like a lot of females were trying to get behind her and talk about they still had, like, she was just doing what she had to do, you know? But now it seems like a lot of people are kind of backtracking a little bit. They kind of, the way people have been comparing it, because at the core morals, she drugged somebody and took advantage of them, because there's been allegations that niggas woke up and used condoms or on the floor, so that means that they did have sex. So she drugged somebody, raped them. That's rape still. I don't know if you know that, but if you drug somebody, it don't matter, like, well, it's not rape if he's hard or whatever. That's what a penis does. Like, penises naturally get hard, you know? Like, don't give me that, bro. So she drugged him, fucking raped him, and then robbed him. That's if Bill Cosby did that shit, look at what Bill Cosby did, and he's in jail. But if he was also robbing bitches, imagine how mad everybody would be. I just don't understand it. I'm glad, like, now that people have been, like, showing these comparisons and stuff, a lot of women have been, oh, that's true, yeah. All right, I understand what you're saying. And I really respect that. I really respect when somebody can change their mind and not hold on to their pride thinking that they're right. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I do it too. You know what I'm saying? I swear that I'm right about something, and then somebody pokes a hole in my theory. And the first thing I do if somebody pokes a hole in my logic, if it's face-to-face, I get kind of defensive, you know. If it's over the internet, I just take a step back and I think, I just let that shit go. You're like, yeah, you proved me wrong, bro. You taught me something. I really appreciate it. That's like I think giving somebody knowledge is like one of the most loving things you could do to somebody, because you're basically curing them of ignorance. And to be ignorant, you know what I'm saying? You can't blame somebody for being ignorant. But once you tell them of their ignorance, now it's a choice for them, you know? which is kind of like a curse and a blessing at the same time. Because you could use it as an excuse. You can use your ignorance as an excuse. You know, well, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's got its good, like everything. It's got its good aspects and it's got its bad aspects. That's what they do. And a lot of people do that. Like religious people, I think they're trying to say as above, so below. And I use as above, so below on a lot of things. I want to get that tattooed on me, actually. And tomorrow, I'm getting a tattoo tomorrow, guys. So I'm probably going to vlog it. So, yeah, so stay tuned for that. I'm getting a tattoo tomorrow. I'm going to try to vlog it. I've never vlogged anything. So I'm going to do my best to listen to some advice tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't get it until 3, but I'm excited. I'm really excited. I'll just show you. I'm not going to tell y'all what it is right now. I'll show y'all what it looks like tomorrow because I'm really hoping that it comes out really good because it's another tattoo that I really have been wanting. Like, this is a happy place of mine. This is like the opposite. I'm going to get it right here too. So the only thing that sucks though is like, I might have to wear a shooting sleeve, I think, because I'm probably going to wrap this shit up because it's probably going to go from my wrist all the way up to like close to my elbow/bicep. So I'm probably going to wrap it up in some bandage tape like after I moisturize it up every day and put a shooting sleeve on because boxes be fucking up right here. Like the shit I got to do at work, it scratches and I'm not trying to fuck that shit up. Nah, it fucking hurts when you first get a tattoo. So, nah, I'm not doing it. But speaking of work, like one day when I was at work, I was like working and I listened to podcasts. Like I listen to podcasts from like 6 a.m. all the way till probably like 12. Like 6 hours of podcast a day. Maybe like 2, maybe 3 episodes of a podcast. So that's why whenever I'm talking about how can you not sit there and I don't even watch the videos. I just sit there and listen to what people are talking about. But that's why I get sort of defensive. Like in my last video with Fernando, like I kind of broke the fourth wall, you know. I get defensive because I'm able to sit here and listen to podcasts and I have expectations that everybody else should. And I shouldn't have those. You know what I'm saying? So I apologize if you felt attacked or anything. It just feels like, you ever have that feeling like when you can do something and you expect everybody else to be able to do it? That's kind of like my own ego getting in the way of everything, just expecting everybody to be like interested in what I like and doing what I'm doing. So, I mean, I understand. And I got some feedback like from that last episode that it's more like people feel more engaged with video. So I'm hoping that helps a little bit. But yeah, I listen to like 3 episodes a day, maybe just the audio. And where was I going with this? Oh, and one of them, they were talking about motorcycles and stuff and having to ride on the back of them. And I was like, is there anything gayer than having to ride? Like, bitch, that's probably in my life, probably like up there in the top 5 experiences of feeling just uncomfortably gay. Like, there's just gay in the air, and I'm just uncomfortable about it. I didn't feel okay being in that situation, and one of them is having to like hold on to another man, like, and put your face on his back because you don't want fucking wind in your face, so you're fucking holding on. And you're fucking like higher and your dick's on their back or whatever. It's just weird. I didn't like it. But it wasn't as bad as like having to, I remember being like 5, maybe 6 or 7. And these Hispanic people live down at the end of the street where I grew up. And they had like a farm, or not a farm, a ranch. They had like a ranch and horses and stuff, and they'd walk up and down the caliche roads and stuff. And I remember they came over and asked if any of the kids wanted to ride. And because there was like 4 or 5 of them, like just riding up and down. I think they were just walking their horses or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So they're like, hey, let's go pick some kids up, you know? And I remember, so they threw all the kids on a horse, and I got thrown on one, and they put me like, so if I'm the rider, he put me like right here. He scooted back on his fucking saddle and put me like in between the horn that's like right here and him, his lap. And I don't know if you've ever ridden a horse, but you ride like that, like it's like a nice little pump. It's just a natural little pump in your hips. It's not like you move your whole body, and you might, you know, but for like I was there, and I was probably like 5, 6, or 7, and just feeling that, and then somebody behind me, like on my ass, like a man. That's probably, I'm not going to say it's the gayest. I'll tell you the gayest. But that's probably like number 2. And I was only like, I'd say 6. I'm going to meet it in the middle and say 6. That's probably the second gayest time I felt in my life. And it was so uncomfortable. I didn't want to ride to begin with. Like, I thought they were going to let me on the horse and he was going to like walk it and stuff. But nah. You know, maybe those horses weren't like broken enough to have a kid on them, which it makes sense, you know. But number 1 time I've ever felt gay, and it goes to Colin. And you know who you are, bitch. But senior year, I think it might have been senior or junior year. It was probably junior year, and football and everything was over. So we were in an off season going into our senior year. And I think this was like 2013. So the Harlem Shake videos is what's hot right now. You know, everybody's posting Harlem Shake videos. And they do a Harlem Shake video, like the football team in the varsity locker room. And I wasn't a part of it. I think I was probably just skipping school because in my junior year, I was all fucked, yo. I was all fucked in the head. But I think they did a Harlem Shake video. And no, they did do a Harlem Shake. And then they posted it to fucking Facebook. And the coach seen it. And there was motherfuckers like in their underwear and like their football girdles. Fucking somebody was getting humped. There was people in the ceiling. People were just... They were wilding. So when the coach seen it, he called out everybody he could tell like who it was. And if you were in the varsity locker room, he moved your ass to the JV locker room. And so the varsity locker room had like carpet. It had nice showers, you know. I think the heater, it worked real nice. But the JV locker room, like, it was just concrete and stuff. It was like a nice concrete, almost like a tile-looking concrete, though. You know, if you've been to the Walmart after it's been renovated, it kind of looks like that, just a different color. But I remember they all got moved. Everybody who was involved got moved over there. And I remember one day they were having like a slip and slide because it's just concrete everywhere from the shower all the way into the locker room. So they fucking threw soap and water and everything out there, and they're fucking slipping and sliding and shit, you know. And I didn't know about this, so I walked through the film room. Like, so here's the varsity locker room right here. And then I walked through the film room, and then the film room stops right here, and then here's the JV locker room. And I walk in, and I see Colin, and he, like, throws himself on his ass, and his, like, his feet are fucking spread eagle, you know. He's high homeboy. He's happy baby right now. I don't know if you ever did yoga, but it's when you grab your feet and you're happy baby. That's what you are. But I seen it all, bro. I saw the whole kit and caboodle. all of it. I saw and this nigga's like a ginger. He's got red hair. And you saw balls. You saw penis. You saw his jungle bridge. Also a chota, maybe a gooch, perhaps. I saw it all. Butthole, everything. And he just comes through and hits the end of the wall, like where we're standing. And he just fucking, what's that nigga's name? Michael Phelps lapped his ass all the way back into the fucking shower, man. It happened, like, how fast you can be traumatized by something. Like, could you imagine seeing a car wreck and that's what happened for me. Like, everything slowed down for a second, and it's like I took in all the detail that was happening. And it just traumatized me. And then no faster than it started, it was over. And then I just had to be that guy now, like a guy who's lived that and seen all that. I just had to be that guy from now on. I'm still that guy. It's still there. So, I mean, yeah, that's the fucking gayest thing I've ever experienced in my life, I think. So, but also another thing I was thinking about is how social media and just platforms in general. It's like one of the main reasons I started this podcast was to kind of like shape the culture of what's going on. Because I can't like go out and protest, you know what I'm saying? I gotta work, I got responsibilities, priorities. But I feel like this is a contribution that I can give to the world to try and make it a better place. And it's just giving my opinions. And I'm giving you a face and like a nice experience. I'm giving you music and everything. But also social media is that too, you know? Fucking hold on. I like my part right there. There she blows, yeah. That one was way over there. But fucking social media has shaped the way our society's culture has been guided, you know what I'm saying? Like, people try and make me feel dumb and like dumb, maybe like, why do you care, on the opinions that I have, you know what I'm saying? And it's been like that since I started. And I admit, when I first started giving my opinions, I was kind of a douchebag about it. I was a pretty big douchebag, but I've grown a lot, and I'm still not a finished product. Like, I'm still growing as a person. I'm not a finished product. I know I'm better than what I used to be, though, you know? But people would always try and make me feel, and they still do try and make me feel dumb for caring, for policing what we should and shouldn't allow in our society. Like, if I've called you out on social media, it's usually because I'm just challenging your opinion. That's what people do all day, every day on Facebook, is just post their opinions on things, you know? I wonder how much fucking... I'm gonna have to wrap this up, guys. My fucking camera's about to die. But, okay, so people just post their opinions all the time. You know what I'm saying? And if I call you out on your opinion and you can't defend your opinion, why do you even have it? You know what I'm saying? And people get mad and try and make me feel dumb. Like, it's just Facebook, bro. I don't know why you're fucking taking it serious. But say what you will, but it's given us... The internet has given us a platform to evolve faster as a species, I think, you know? And, I'm going to have to finish this because my fucking camera's blinking, guys. So thank you for tuning in to this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll probably, next week, you know what I'm saying? I'll probably, we're probably going to do an episode of Hi Mom, Hi Dad tomorrow. So stay tuned. I'm also doing the vlog tomorrow. So check that out, guys. I hope you enjoy it. peace, love, and happiness. Stay safe out there. Fucking love you guys. Peace.
Martian power.
Yeah, just me by myself. Nothing important happened on this day in history, that's for sure. Don't need anybody, I can have fun. What's there? First of all, you know, I get defensive because... Yeah, okay. Fun trading is going on the station.
Welcome to the podcast.
Last year, time for.
Devin Perception, I believe this is the episode.
Okay, back next to you.
Yeah, clear it up.
Here I go. Leaving this area where we all live together. Best friends. Me by myself. Nothing special about today, that's for sure.
Martian power.